something is a little off here. There we go. Why, hello, people of Earth, how are you doing? Today, I would like to talk about PewDiePie. He is one of my favorite YouTubers on the platform, and he came out with a video a couple weeks ago about his workout routine after a picture of him went viral on Marzia's Instagram. Sorry, I need to fix my hair. It went a little viral, and he decided to make a video about his workout philosophy, and I have never really thought of working out as a philosophy, but I've thought of it as a lifestyle, but I mean, same thing. I really like that, though, calling working out and eating healthy a philosophy. I like that concept, and for me, I do work out every day. I work out. I run at least, walk, jog, 10,000 steps, that's about 5 miles every day. And then I do 3, right now I'm focusing on abs and thighs. I do that. I do 3 videos of that, and that's about 35 minutes long. So I do get in about a couple hours of physical activity, especially during quarantine since I have more time. I'm about to not have as much time because I'm moving for college, but that's a whole other thing. I am really glad that such a huge influencer, like one of the biggest YouTubers, is talking about eating and working out and how it's not just like a physical thing, it's a mental phenomenon as well. I thought that was interesting, and I really appreciate it as someone who I haven't really received as much support for working out. For wrestling, I cut, at the very beginning to the end, I cut around 20 pounds. And that's, in wrestling, we call it cut. I lost 20 pounds worth of weight. Over the summer, last summer, I lost 10 pounds. And then the other 10 pounds I had lost the previous season, because I want to be in a lower weight class, and that's more of my natural weight. Right now I'm kind of in the middle because I dislocated my elbow, so I was out for a couple months for working out, because when I moved my arm, it hurt my body. Like, it hurt all over a little bit. Like, if I could, anyway, if I moved other parts of my body, my arm would hurt, or my elbow, and I was out. I was out of the gym. I was out of my garage where I do a lot of my working out, at least during that period of time. Now I work out mostly in my room on the yoga mat, but that's a different story. And that leads me to one of his points, which is the importance of goals, and how he didn't have goals sometimes throughout his workout journey, and how goals are really important. And as someone who has been through those ups and downs of life and working out and eating right and all that, I totally understand that, because I was able to lose 10 pounds in a couple of months because I was super focused. I ate clean, and I just was super consistent with what I was doing. And it really does help to have a goal, because my goal was to be in 131's weight class, which I never got to because my elbow came out of its socket and I needed to lose a couple of pounds during the season. And then in wrestling, they go up 2 pounds in January, and there's this big tournament that we all go to, and I was going to be the 131 weight class, but since they add 2 pounds, it's technically 133s, but I would still be 131s. Anyway, I was 150s the year before, and it would have been really cool, but that didn't happen because I was out for most of my senior season. So great. And then he talks about how, like, sickness and injury can, like, hold you back. Again, as I just explained, I understand, and it sucks. And even when I got sick, when you get the flu or something, it takes you back in progress a couple weeks, maybe even more than that in your workouts, and it's just really annoying. And you feel like weak after you get sick. It's not cool. It's not cool when you go back to working out after being sick. He showed his small station and how that combined with consistency helped him get results. He has a whole other thing. I'm leaving out a lot here, obviously. If you want to know the full story, I'll link the video down below. I think the most important thing I got from this video is how he talked about Mishima and how he read a lot from him about how you want your body and your soul / mind to match. And I thought that was super interesting because I would never word it that way, but now that I've heard it worded that way, I totally love that concept. I love that idea because I feel like that's a huge deal to not only just say it's not just about physical health or it's about being centered, like feeling centered. At least that's what I got from it. Maybe I'm misinterpreting, but it feels like wanting your body and soul to match, it's like being at peace. To me, I feel like my body is my temple and I want to respect it. And I want to feel good in it because it's hard. For me, it's really hard to feel good in my body, and working out and eating right helps me feel comfortable in my body. Whereas a lot of people, and you talked about this later, how society kind of tells us and directly tells us we need this food to be happy, which isn't true, because when I was eating completely clean, I didn't think of what I was eating as being super restrictive, because to me, I am used to eating healthy, I'm used to healthy foods, and I like the foods that I eat. And even though a lot of people think it's restrictive, I don't think it's restrictive because I like it. I like how it tastes. I think it tastes better than the things that people think I should be eating or would indulge myself with, when I feel like the things that I eat normally that are healthier for me and make me feel better about being in my body, they taste better to me than all of those things. So yeah. He also talked about how keeping a journal, like keeping track, is really important, or at least it worked for him for a certain amount of time. And I think he shows like a shot of him like keeping track of it currently in his little setup. I totally agree with that. I keep track of my weight, and when I was really into working out last summer because I had my stuff together, I did that all the time. I would write down what I did. I write down like how much weight I lifted or whatever, or pressed or whatever. I kept track of it, and it's super important to keep track because then you forget the progress you've made. And I think with working out, you can feel like you're not making progress, but then when you look at your journal or where you've been keeping track, you can see that you have made progress. He also talked about how you work out till like you fail. You don't just kind of have a set routine that you do every single day. Like you keep going, you keep evolving, you keep you keep adding weight, you add an extra mile, like you go till you fail. You don't just have a set routine you do every day, because then your body gets used to it. I've experienced that, where your body gets used to this, so you have to start changing it up. A little bit of body confusion, I think, is the right term for it. And not just body confusion, because body confusion is more just changing it up, but also stepping up what you're doing so that you can keep getting stronger instead of just like staying the same, because eventually staying the same is going to be it can lead to going backward. It can, but I'm not an expert. He also talked about something a little bit personal, and I get working out and all this is personal, but he talked about how quitting drinking really helped him with his journey with workout philosophy. I don't know what else to call it. And how we all have food habits, addictions that we should cut out, and sometimes we don't even acknowledge that they're addictions till we cut them out. And I thought that was really interesting because I have those. I'm not gonna lie. I remember cutting them out, and I remember, especially last summer, because last summer is when I really got down to it and lost a lot of weight pretty well and pretty efficiently, and how it's just kind of hard, especially with life, and how eating is such a social thing, and I'm not 21, but drinking is also a social thing, and how there's a balance, and it's hard to keep that balance, and how working out can be hard, especially with the consistency part, because it's really hard to be consistent and to do it every day. And consistent doesn't mean the same, it's just that you're doing it every day, and you're doing it for the right reasons, and whatever reason that is. And if you feel comfortable in your body, you're good. Don't worry about it. So anyway, that's my video. I hope you all enjoyed. A little bit different. I really enjoyed this video. This kind of hit a little bit home for me, because working out becomes a large part of your life if you do it every day. I'm trying to think. You plan your day according to your workouts a little bit, like, so you can fit them in. I just thought it was interesting how such a huge YouTuber talked about it and had a really healthy discussion about it, and I really appreciate that. And I think this video is a really good influence on the people who watched it, so including me. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, share, subscribe, like, all that stuff if you want. If you don't, that is okay too. I will see all of you guys in the next one. Bye!